Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Look what we're going to attempt to start today. We're back here at Patrick's where his dad has collected all this stuff over the years, and Patrick actually wants to save this tractor and restore. I can't even speak. Patrick is going to save this tractor and one day restore it. International 350 utility diesel. Yeah, you're gonna need some tires. Couldn't tell you the year model. Probably be easy enough to look online, but I didn't, so I didn't want to act like I know it all. Could you imagine the person that got this when it come off the assembly line, brand new? But it's really not. Other than the seat and all that, the sheet metal on it's pretty straight. I'll tell you what, since we're right here, let's just check the oil in this thing. Okay, I don't know if you can see it, but the full mark is way on up there. I wonder is that dipstick supposed to be done like that? There's the fuel. Look at that. I don't see the float that makes the. That's old in itself, isn't it? Let's see if we can. Yes, no fuel. Oh boy, look at that line right there, guys. Ooh. It's been a while. It has been a while. And no water. They did have a cover over that. Okay. Let's see what in the world we need to do to even start this process. Oh yeah, that's loosened. That's good. Power steering. Parking brake. Stuck. Yeah. No, that's. Don't know what that is. Parking brakes. I mean, the clutch is on this side. Brakes on that side. I'm back talking to myself again, people. Don't worry about me. Okay. Let's see what we can do with it about spinning it over. I'm gonna remove the hood, get everything where I can get to it and see what it's doing and what it's not doing. Some of these things might not come off it. Let me get some penetrating oil. Looks like some of these has been off and replaced, but that particular one right there looks like it's been there a while. I'll get those when I get out there. Probably have to get a ratchet and turn it out here and where I can hold the nut on the inside. I'm not using the cordless or my air impact because I don't want to hit them with this and wring them off. They're coming off. I've got 3 of them off already. We just lifted over this exhaust system. I'll bring y'all back when I get them off. Well, I brought you back a little early. I was going to bring y'all back and tell you I was going to, these things was tight and I sprayed them down a little bit. But anyway, got to get this off to get the hood over that. But anyway, I was going to bring y'all back because the hood wouldn't fit over that, and I was going to tell you I was about to shear these bolts off, but probably was going to have to replace that anyway. But hey, looks like we're going to be able to save it. Kind of just, all right. We have got it exposed. Let's see. Let me see what my next step should be. I guess let's see how it spins over be my next step. That way we can look at it. Let's see what it sounds like. Hey, it might not be a bad idea to take off that valve cover. Look at the valves, huh? All right, well, the throttle's not locked up on the outside. Maybe there's nothing sheared on the inside of the pump. So that's a good sign. We got the keel right here and it's free. We got the fuel right here. Let me take that off over there and let's just get some fuel going to it, some good fuel. See if it'll spin over and what it'll do. You know, not running through that old battery cable. So we're gonna shorten it up, put the batteries right here beside us somehow or another. And I'll bring you back here in just a second because I know y'all seen me hook batteries up a bunch if y'all been watching the channel. With that done, I thought I had my screwdriver over here. Over. See what it'll do. Got one battery hooked up. I shortened that out. Went from there to ground. I think I got good connection. We'll find out right here. Well, that's not sounding good, huh? She's not locked up. Hey, y'all okay? Let's see. Hey, buddy. I had a little old friend show up. He heard this thing starting. Starter always dragging. Here, what I do have some hose that'll fit this. I didn't think I did, and I was going to use this old hose, but I'm not anymore. Just, you know, just give it all the chance we can give it to bust off. That's really the only place I could put it. If it starts up, I'll move it, I promise. I just needed somewhere to set it where it'll siphon a little bit. Stand by. Okay. All right, let me get that loosened up, tighten back down, and believe we got a fuel source. I've got it hooked up to 24 volts. I got my starter button. I'm trying to stay away. Woo, doggy. Here we go. Well, I'll be doggone. What is this? Is that got the air cut off? It's hooked to this. It's like it cuts the air off. Let's see if that's just got the ether stopped from going in there. Let's see what that does. Maybe that was the problem. One more time. All right. Well, that ain't gonna work. We'll have to dig into this. That's open there. It is a flapper in there, and that's open. That's what kills the air. All right, let's see if we've done anything different before I call it good. And I think let's try this. Let's try this before we give it up. By golly, that's what it needed. I got a little bit of motor oil lifting this, and I'm just loosening it up with some ether, and I'm gonna pour what I got right there and see. you. See if we're getting him fuel to the injectors. Nope. All right. All right, I'm gonna have to set y'all down. I've got me a little bit more penetrating oil to put in there. If it goes to squirting diesel over here, I'll bring you. All right, now let me get some ether. I got no diesel squirting out there. We got a little bit of fuel coming out of that one. Oh boy. I'm sure we're sucking air somewhere. I think I'm in the fuel here, and I am. We're just sucking air somewhere. All these is loose. Let me see. While we're here, got a little bit of fuel on that one, got quite a bit on this one. Okay guys, this is the next morning. I went home yesterday to go get my electric fuel pump, couldn't find it. And I thought last night, where could I have left it? So when I got right here this morning, I said, I think I left it right on the seat, but I didn't. A bit depressed, I didn't see it. And I opened the door, I seen the gas jug I was using. And I said, I must have left it hooked up. Let me check. And I did. And I left a battery here. I forgot all that. I guess I thought I was coming back. Sure proud I found it. It's like Christmas has come. I did find out a little information about the tractor last night. It's a 57 model. And he's not going to do a major restoration on it. He's not going to do a major restoration on it. He's just going to do a makeover, I guess. You know, like not what a tractor show would be or anything like that, but just fix it up, get it where it'll move around maybe, and just get the appearance of it running if the running gear's good. Tires, paint, makes it what it ain't. Electric fuel pump hooked up, get the batteries back on it, spin it, see if it'll run on its own a little bit. We'll go put some water in it and just see if it'll move, see if it'll go in gear and move, see if we can make it that far today. All right. Well, the good thing is, found my fuel pump. Can't believe that I thought about last night and when the last time I used it was. And thankfully I had a lucid moment and was able to remember. Scored a battery that I'd left there and little red jumper wire that I was wondering what I did with. So we're gonna have to put the squeeze on it with the clamp. Yeah. Let's tighten this thing down good. That's something I did forget this morning. I forgot to bring ether, but I think I got just a little bit in the can. All right, let's go get the fuel and get this thing going. I stopped this up last night. I didn't know what the weather was going to do, and I certainly didn't want rain to get in the exhaust. But I got to get that one too. Of course, maybe that one. Maybe I can. The 24 volts hooked up. I've got the fuel. I'll show you that. I put the fuel in a gallon jug so that line will stay in there. I've got the starter button switch on this side, hooking up the electric fuel pump. Got it running. Starter button. Let's see what it'll do. Let me make sure I got that fuel hooked up right. And I don't believe I do. I do not believe I do. I do not. Excellent work, boy. Excellent. Okay. That's one of the... Oh, this battery might have had it. Let me see. Let me make sure that wasn't it. That battery was kind of... That's what it was. The battery had it closed off. Had the battery on my fuel line. What we can do. I tell you what, that diesel, it don't matter if you have a thimble full of it. It's like it just gets everywhere. I've got diesel all over me. One more time. Got some coming. I mean, that's just a little bit of see. And we know we're getting fuel because it's pushing it back out the return line. This is a return line. Let's make sure that was down far enough. I think our problem is going to be on this fuel. It would have been nice to see if we could have got it to roll, but maybe on the next video we can once we come back and figure out the fuel source. Hey, thank y'all for watching, and remember, don't be wily.